Hey guys, um, Pisces seems to be the videos, or I should say the Pisces seem to like these videos the most. So I'm gonna start off with doing Pisces. You guys, February reading. I hope you guys checked out my preparing for February reading, because if you did, then whatever energies that we're going to see for you, pull for you guys right now, you guys will have already been getting yourself prepared for and getting in line with. So let's go ahead and see. What can Pisces, all the Pisces, expect in the month of February? What can Pisces expect in the month of February? The card is saying that you guys are going to go through some challenges. I'm already feeling that energy. Challenges that help you grow and help you get onto your life path going forward with this year. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that Mars is in Scorpio. And Mars in Scorpio may seem just like a whole bunch of sex and a whole bunch of passionate energy and things like wanting to control people and dominate people. But really, Mars in Scorpio is about making the necessary internal transformations to get onto your life path. Because Mars rules the first house, and the first house is your life path, what it is that you're going to be doing with your life. And Scorpio rules transformations. So maybe you letting behind, since Mars rules the ego, maybe you guys are experiencing ego death. Maybe you're a transformation of yourself based off of new truths and things that have come to into your consciousness that allowing you to birth forward something new. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Prosperity begins in reverse. Spiritual union in reverse. Deception and envy in reverse. Temptation in reverse. Wisdom in reverse. Foundations in reverse. Sacrifice. Accelerated motion in reverse. Suffering in silence. Spiritual strength in reverse. Shadow in reverse. Fertility in reverse. Passion ignited. And triumph and whatever. Oh, dropped all my cards. Let me count how many this is. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Okay. So, I'm seeing overall you guys are feeling like some of your plans is on hold. Maybe some things that you put some of your energy into have not manifested in the way that you thought they would, or just going forward, some of the things that you're working on, you need to go within more so than try to plant these externally. I'm not feeling like this is a great time for a lot of external change or a lot of change in you guys' finances and change in you guys' habits and things like that. I feel like you guys are just going through a period where you need to more so go within. And so, yeah, I'm seeing in you guys' area of finances and your values, there's spiritual union in reverse. So I'm seeing that you guys may have walked away from a job. You guys may have decided that um, a certain person doesn't value you enough, so you're walking away from a certain situation or a certain lifestyle that you were living. Maybe working with for a certain company, working in a certain area, living in a certain place. Some of the things that you were doing, particularly in the area of finances, you're changing that, and you may be feeling like you're losing a little bit of your grounding and your footing, Pisces. Um, which is a big thing for you guys because you guys are usually adrift anyway, but the tides will take you where you need to go. So, in your area of communication, I'm seeing deception and envy in reverse. So, you guys may be maybe the ones that are deceiving others. You guys may not be all that honest in your communications right now, telling other people what they want to hear because it's just the emotional state that you're in, just in a certain place that you're in. You may be feeling like it's best to keep certain truths to yourself. You may not be very honest with other people right now, Pisces. You may be feeling like there's enemies on all sides, and you don't because you don't know who it is that your friend is. You're not really opening up to people and being honest with them about some of your intentions and some of your feelings. I feel like on the home front, we have temptation in reverse. I'm feeling like you guys are getting over some power struggles that you may have had in the past or in your childhood. I feel like some of you guys are coming out of a period of self-martyrdom and self-pity and feeling like, the world owed you something, or feeling victimized and traumatized. I feel like you guys are coming out of some of those situations and learning to walk away from um, these things that are no longer serving you. Maybe some of you guys have truly let go of some things that were not serving you anymore, some things that were toxic, and you're moving forward with that situation. I feel like in the area of you guys' creative expression, you have wisdom in reverse. I feel like you guys maybe not, maybe are coming to a higher level of understanding of what it is that you need to do to express yourself. You guys are taking that area more seriously, trying to gain some level of control and understanding of how you are seen and how people view you. You're basically taking all your experiences right now, Pisces, and deciding um, what they mean and what they say about you and what is true and what's not true, because Pisces is always difficult to define. So people's first impression of you is never correct, it's never accurate, it's never spot on. And even after they know you for many years, that statement can still be true. So what you're in the process of doing right now, Pisces, is figuring out what it is that people say about you that's accurate, that is constructive, that can help you build your character and help you see things about yourself that you may not have seen before, and what is it that people are just trying to be malicious about, people are trying to break you down, and people are trying to um, take away from you and just spread their negativity, basically. And you're in a crossroads where you're deciding, what it is that you do that expresses yourself well, and what it is that you do that prevents you from expressing yourself all that well. So I've seen that you guys may be breaking down some routines. You guys may be walking away from some a job because you have foundation achievement in reverse. I feel like you guys were stable in this whatever job that you were in, whatever situation, whatever routine that you was in. It was pretty hard to remove because you were so consistent with them. It was something that you did for a while, but I feel like now circumstances are really forcing you to give up your old habits and your old patterns, your old way of life. You may have been used to waking up, going to work, going to school, coming home, watching your kids or watching your siblings, or dealing with your spouse or whatever. But circumstances are changing, job situations are changing, the rent is changing, the mortgage is going up or down. Your school is maybe relocating, your job may be relocating. There may be a situation where a family member's moving and that affects you greatly. Someone who has a lot to do with your day-to-day reality could be going through a big change in their life, and it could be affecting you as well. So I'm seeing just a lot of change in your routines, Pisces. You guys may be visiting different places more, places that you haven't really all that been to that much. Um, Going forward in the future, you got may just be making big changes to your routines because someone else's life may change. Your family life may change because someone is going to a school now, or moving, or maybe falls ill. Something along the lines of just some change. Yeah, you guys, someone maybe going to a hospital, maybe even a mental hospital. Just something about your personal life is going to bring change in. It's going to change your routines. I'm seeing you guys are letting go of something in your relationships. You guys are, it may just be your business. It may just be work as well. This may be work related too. I'm seeing that energy, but it's also an energy of the emotional aspect of it affecting you as well. So I'm seeing that you guys may have left behind a job, may have left behind a situation. Um, some of you guys are leaving people behind to live, to be with someone who's more reflective of who you really are. Some of you guys are leaving behind job situations for that very same reason. Some of you are just deciding that some of the things that are going on in your day-to-day context when it comes to your relationships, your business partnerships, your alliances, your the people who you must compromise with, you're making a very big change in that because you're seeing that that cycle is needed to come to a close. So you're walking away from that situation, and you're going to benefit from that in the long run. Um, I'm seeing that you guys are feeling a bit emotionally. Um, you guys may not be feeling like you're able to emotionally move forward, and because the lack of prosperity. Some of you guys are your emotions are really affected by what it is that's going on with you financially right now. And because that area of your life is experiencing so much change, I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling a bit trapped and feeling like you can't reach your dreams, like they're on the horizon, like they're right there, like it's always something getting in your way. It's always something that just like, oh, I had the apartment, but it just the leasers decided to change the contract, or I had this job but then they hired someone else. I had this paycheck, or my income taxes was supposed to look like that, and now it's different, and I'm not able to do some of the things that I want to do. But embrace the time of change, Pisces, because this time is not punishing you. It's not meant to make you feel trapped. It's meant to make you look at what it is that you have and what it is that you don't have. It's time for you to have a correct assessment, Pisces, and that's what this time is trying to get you to embrace the change aspect, the aspect of looking at what it is that you want and what you don't want. Look what it is that you have and what you don't have, and what it is that where you want to move. And you can't do that until you take a clear stock of what it is that you have on your plate, Pisces. And I feel like this is what this time period is for. And for some of you guys, it's making you feel trapped. It's making you feel like you can't get out of the situation, or that you can't achieve your dreams, or they're right there and the stars are just so close you can see them and taste them and smell them, but then you can't get there. But it's definitely for a purpose, so you can figure out what it is that you really want to do with your life, Pisces, and what changes that you need to implement for you to bring that forward. That's what this time is about. I feel like you guys are coming, trying to close a cycle with some of your wounds, and trying to come to terms with some of the events of your life, some of the circumstances that you've had to deal with. It could be particularly with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who knows? But or maybe even a water sign, maybe even another Pisces. But you guys are just, I'm sorry, you guys are I feel like you guys are really dealing with a lot of baggage when it comes to some of your problems from the past, because you're realizing just how much they affected you, and you're dealing with it. And I feel like that's commendable, and that's what's important. That the fact that you're aware of it and you're dealing with some of your issues, um, or maybe you guys are not dealing with it, and maybe that's why you're suffering so much. Maybe you guys don't know why it is that you're not happy right now. Maybe you guys don't know why it is. You don't know what it is that you're trying to deal with. You don't know what it is that you're trying to overcome. So once you get to the root of that, Pisces, then maybe and then things could potentially get better. But I'm seeing that you guys are aware of what it is that's bothering you. You're just not talking about it. You're not discussing it with people, because you realize that everybody is not true to their word. Everybody around you is not your best friend, and that's why you're about to sacrifice people. You're about to get rid of some people, because you realize that the seeds that you have planted with these people are growing thorns now, because these people would never your friend, these people were never your family, these people were never going to support you. You're realizing that there's a spiritual family for you, Pisces. There's people out there for you who really support you. The universe is hearing your cry for someone who you can relate to, someone who truly cares about you. And that's why you're getting rid of and distancing yourself from the people in your life that you don't want to be around right now. Because you know the universe is hearing your call, and it's about to shift you into that place of being around those who really care about you. But before that, but you have to cut those people out. You can't fill your wine, you can't fill your glass with fine wine if it's filled with juice already. You gotta dump it out, or even worse, soda. That's acidic and nasty, and that's just like the people that we have around. It tastes good, it feels good, but it's not healthy for you. And you're realizing that about the people, and you're realizing that you can't really discuss with them any of your real problems. The things that you go through, the heartaches, they can always come to you about their problems, but Pisces, you cannot open up to them about yours. And you're realizing, I don't want to be in this relationship because this is not supporting me, and that I am worth something despite what I may have been through, what I have experienced, despite my feelings of martyrdom in the past. I'm worth a lot, and that's why you guys are not communicating as much, because you're realizing that these people aren't really there for you. Um, I'm seeing you guys area career you have spiritual strength in reverse. So I'm feeling like some of you guys are um, you have emotionally given up on some aspect of your career because you realize that there's other people in control of that. It's not a place that you really want to be. It's a nasty environment. I feel like again, you guys are not communicating. You're walking away from these situations when it comes to these people because you put a lot into this stuff, Pisces. You put a lot into this stuff, and it's just constant bickering, constant issues, constant problems with your manager, constant problems with the higher ups, constant problems with the company. And you're realizing, you know what? I'm a divine being and I have ways to support myself outside of this. You have put so much energy into your career, Pisces, trying to be typical, trying to be take away your imaginative ability so that you can live this regular mundane life and do whatever it is that your manager or whoever it is that you had to answer to happy, but now you have to answer to yourself because you're not happy with the situation. You're not happy with this career. And it's not even about persevering at this point. It's about learning what it is that you really want to do. You're trying to walk away and remove these burdens off your shoulders, Pisces. And you're trying to figure out ways that you can do that without leaving your lifestyle behind and leaving your family. You're leaving situations, yeah, your family unattended and not providing the same lifestyle. There's a lot of stuff that's important to you, Pisces. There's a lot of stuff that's important, and you want to make sure that your everything is taken care of. But what this leaving behind in this situation is going to bring you an enormous amount of hope, a lot of positive feelings, a lot of release of negativity because you're going to be going through a time of great change. And when you start to see yourself as what you're truly valued for and not see yourself as what someone else places your value for. So once you're making that shift, you're able to start moving forward in a direction that you want to go and start healing and moving forward. So you guys definitely are walking away from something on the career front. And the area of you guys, one moment. Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. I do that sometimes. Um, I feel like, yeah, you guys area spirituality. Um, you guys may have been wanting to invest in some foreign business or do something when it comes to just doing something foreign. Um, Maybe even something religious. Maybe you guys wanted to do some traveling, some spiritual journeys, but you guys are going on a spiritual journey within. That's what I'm saying. So I jumped ahead, excuse me. But you guys are going on a journey within. You guys are realizing that whatever everything that you need is within, and that if you can release all your physical burdens if you embrace your internal spirituality, your internal your soul. Really, if you go with your soul's guidance, you'll never have to be burdened physically or financially because you know that you have all the knowledge within. You don't have to be poor, you don't have to suffer, you don't have to be without. And you guys are learning that. You guys are learning that you can overcome your problems, that if you are willing to embrace your spirituality and start going within for your intuition. So Pisces, I definitely feel like you guys are making some leaps and bounds to open a new cycle of open a new cycle of spirituality. I feel like a lot of you guys are starting new spiritual avenues. A lot of you guys are starting to do exercise. A lot of you guys are starting to get into spiritual contacts from the other side, Ouija boards, tarot cards, astrology, natal charts, anything that's is considered occult, anything that's considered taboo. I feel like Pisces, you guys are on that road. I feel like you guys are awakening that part of yourself and deciding that you're going to start that journey and you're going to commit to it. Um, in the area of your career, again, I'm sorry. I do feel like there is people trying to stab you in the back. I feel like this, or maybe you've been sabotaging yourself, and that's because you don't want to do this, Pisces, and you know that. You realize that after you have overcome some of your transformation, after you have gotten rid of some of your pain and fear, you realize you was holding on to this career for all the wrong reasons. You were not truly invested in this And this was a part of you that was clinging to the fear and rejection, and that's why you've tried to keep your public image the way that you had it. That's why you have tried to do some of the things that you have done when it comes to your career, or just the places and decisions that you have made based off of your career, based off of what you think you wanted for your career. I feel like you guys are coming into awareness of that side of yourself and realizing, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to. I don't want to do this just for money, or do this career or keep this image just because I'm afraid of the dark side of myself. I'm afraid to embrace a certain part of myself. You guys are walking away from that and saying, you know what, I have to embrace myself completely, and I have to stop letting fear of judgment hold me back and prevent me from being the person that I'm meant to be. You know, I'm not going to let my own fears and my own judgments prevent me from having the career that I want. And I feel like that's what you guys are moving into. And you guys air your friendships. I'm seeing fertility in reverse. So I'm seeing that there's a good potential that you guys are growing the seeds for new relationships. But maybe you want to, and you want to grow the seeds for a new relationship. Um, Maybe you guys are just feeling like the other person, whoever it is that you're trying to build this relationship with, is not coming from the heart. Maybe you guys are feeling like these people are not truly going to be your friends, or that these efforts is being wasted. And I have to agree. I feel like you guys should spend more time in nature than you should with people right now, because I don't feel like these relationships, these friendships that you're somewhat looking for, somewhat trying to go towards, is really going to satisfy you. I don't think that putting your eggs in this basket is going to have a great return. I feel like you guys need to walk away from trying to build friendships right now, because it's really not the time for that. I feel like the time is for internal growth of your soul, internal growth of what it is that you truly want in life, what it is that you desire, and having a loving aura and energy around yourself, so that those people who have taken advantage of you in the past cannot do so in the future. I feel like you guys are clearing the slate so that new beginnings can occur. But right now you're in the process of thinning out the herd. You're in the process of removing the toxic thorns out of your relationships, and out of your friendships, and out of the people who really don't support you, so that you can move forward and deal and truly experience the people around you that you want to be around. And I feel like you guys can do that, but now is not the time. Now is the time to be removing people who are not supporting your career, who are not supporting your wishes, who are not your true friends, and who are not going to hold up their end of the business deals, who are very deceptive, people who want to steal from you, people who don't want to see you succeed. I'm seeing a lot of that energy, Pisces. I'm seeing a lot of change and understanding of who it is that you're around, who it is that your entourage is, and just realizing, you know what, y'all are all fake, and I don't need to be around y'all. I have a whole spiritual purpose that I could be pursuing, and I feel like you guys are taking your time and putting it into that, and you guys are dealing with some of your own wounds by yourself. I think, Pisces, you're coming into your own strength, and I feel like you're realizing you don't need people as much as you think you did. And that's what I'm seeing in the reading. I feel like you guys are going through the loan and it's tough, and you realize that, but you're realizing you don't need people as much as you think you did. And you're walking away from a lot of crap, a lot of this stuff. I'm seeing a lot of twos, a lot of dualistic cards that went in reverse, where it's like, you know what, I don't need that other person. I don't need, quote, my other half. I'm fine. I'm a whole person by myself, so why I need you? So, in your area of your subconscious, your dreams, your hidden motives, I'm seeing passion ignited. So I'm seeing that you guys are definitely, I feel like you guys are burning through some karma. I feel like you guys are really getting rid of some things that are no longer serving you, and able to start releasing yourself from past attachments. I feel like you guys realize some of these people were from your past lives. Some of these people were people you had connections to. Some of these people were people who were meant to test you, meant to bring a certain level of calamity to your life, a certain level of deception and destruction, so that you can overcome this and realize that you don't need to be building with these people in the first place. And I feel like deep down, you guys, your soul is satisfied. Your soul is very happy, because even though you're going through a lot of changes and some of these things are not necessarily things that you want, I feel like you guys are clearing through a lot of crap. So you're in the beginning of starting a new cycle, basically, with your karma and with your deeper feelings, honestly. You know, you're dealing with so much crap right now that it's going to give you the opportunity to release a lot of stuff so that you're able to start off a new lease in life, Pisces, with your intuition. Your intuition is going to come out sharper on at the end of this month. You're going to come out more aware. You're going to come out more in tune, more psychic, because you guys are going down that road. Some of you guys are doing yoga, fitness, meditation. Some of you guys are sleeping more and getting more in tune with your subconscious, and all of that energy is because you're not spending that energy on fake people anymore. You're not spending it on people who don't serve you. You're spending it on yourself. You're doing whatever. You're starting new spiritual practices that are going to benefit you, Pisces. You're walking away from situations that are not helping you, things that are not going to do much for you. So this is you guys reading. I hope you liked it. Sorry about the mild sickness.